What is up, guys? It is your boy Word T.I. and I'm coming at you with a video. Now I had to take my, I guess my Apple fanboy panties off, and you know what? I'm gonna have to stick it into Apple for this one. So they just released, well, not just released, they just revealed, the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus and the iPhone X, D Generation X. Anyway, what does this mean for the game? You know what this means for me? They basically took a product called the iPhone 7 and 7S, the iPhone 7S, and basically called it the iPhone 8. Now, people, do I use an iPhone? Yes. I'm an honest person. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not going to bullshit. I do use an iPhone, but this is the iPhone 6, 64 gigs, does everything I need to do, puts the music into play, puts my phones, my texts, everything like that. So why do I need an A11 chip? Why do I need wireless charging? Why do I need all this extra bullshit that basically Apple has, basically deemed as, being the next innovative thing when it's not innovated? My big thing about this is, why did Apple call this the iPhone 8 or, the iPhone 8 Plus when basically this is the iPhone 7S? No, you guys are going to be like, oh, well, they put a new OS in, and OS does not count for me spending an extra $1,000 just to get a new phone. What's the point of me spending an extra $1,000 to get a new phone that basically just does wireless charging, has a glass back, meaning it's easier to break? Oh, well, the A11 chip, it's fast. Fuck that. The A11 chip may be 25% faster than the A10, but if we're talking about milliseconds, the human brain can't contemplate the milliseconds. Now, Apple has done one thing. One thing that Apple has done, and I've talked about this in other videos, I've talked about what Apple has done. Apple has created the greatest brand in America. They've created one of the biggest brands in the world. You see the Apple logo, you think quality, you think precision, you think innovation, you think money, you think quality. Did I say quality? Yeah, but see, it's not all about the quality. It's also about innovation. Apple has not done anything really innovative in the past 5 years. Oh, they took away a headphone jack. Anyone can do that. And plus, I don't even think that was smart, taking away the headphone jack. Why can't Apple do certain things? Apple, you guys just disappoint sometimes. There was a time when Apple was innovative, where Apple, was doing the things in the market to, put themselves ahead. But now they've gotten passed by Samsung in the past 3-4 years. I want an OLED display now. I want the next iPhone to come out with. The iPhone X should have had OLED display. I wanted to see a 4K resolution screen, or, always 1080p, native 4K, 60 frames per second, video shooting, everything like that. I don't want none of this bullshit by, just putting 2 cameras on, making it wireless charging, waterproof, resisting, IP68. Apple, I need you guys to be innovative. The MacBooks, even the old MacBooks from the 2012, 2013 look just as good as the new ones that just come out, and you're not even going to have to shell out that much money. So people, my point of the video is, keep your money. Keep your phones that you're using. These are perfectly fine compared to anything that's coming out new. Now, if you want to hop on the bandwagon, keep upgrading to newer things, that's fine. But you're not getting anything better. Shit. Hopefully Apple does that, what it does to me. Their innovation makes me bored and tired. I'm tired of Apple not doing anything cool or innovative, not stepping up to the plate, not putting up the balls, not stepping up with Samsung. Samsung is basically coming out and saying, take it. When the Google Pixel comes out, the Google Pixel 2, we're going to look at a Titan coming out. Not only is it going to be now for Sprint, we're going to see it around for every carrier. We're going to see companies like HP, they're going to see Apple, Hawaii. They're going to see Apple has now the Essential phone. They're going to see that Apple has stepped the game back. Yes, are these beautiful products? Don't get me wrong. This brand, it's this motherfucking brand. Look at that Apple. It's that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is why we buy it. Just like the Mercedes in the parking lot, that's why we buy it. Just like the Beamer in the parking lot, that's just why we buy it. Just like the Rover in the parking lot, that's why we buy it. That's why we buy the shoes that have the Nike, that have that swoosh on it. Just like we buy the boxers that got the Polo Horseman on it, just like the shirt that we have the CK on it. We buy it because of this. It's that brand that we're buying. Now, is this brand worth $1,000? Now, don't get me wrong. The OS on this is beautiful. I love the Apple OS. I think it's one of the greatest things. But OS 11 does not look that great. And now I know a bunch of people, the OS, everyone said that about the OSs. No, this one really does not look great. This one looks like Apple tried to do something innovative with their OS and basically failed. Apple, please step up to the game. You should have called this the iPhone 7, 7S, 7S Plus, and then the iPhone Pro. the iPhone 7 Pro. You guys should have called it something that would have basically warranted the $1,000 that you guys want for the iPhone X. This is not something that Steve Jobs would be proud of, and I know for sure that bullshit Face ID. Oh, you took away the they took away the fingerprint sensor for a bullshit Face ID that didn't even work during the actual keynote. So guys, this is me actually getting a little ranty, just because, you know, when we're paying out this certain amount of money, when we're paying out for a product that is nice, like the brand of it is nice, but it's not innovative. We need Apple to understand what we're talking about, and I want Apple to succeed. I want them to thrive, because in 10 years something will happen to Apple in 10 years if they keep up with this trend. So guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to cuss me on the comment section, go ahead. Let's get this talking. I wanted to hear you guys' thought about this brand right here. This is Wilbur T.I. signing out.